Hello Cancer gang, welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. My name's Annie, so happy to have all the Cancers out there with me. We're going to do a fun little love tarot spread for you today. Love and romance and relationships, things of that sort, of that nature. So, if my deck would only shuffle here. Sorry for the wonky camera stuff going on. Anyway, happy to have the Cancer gang. My general spiel, I think most of you know, I do general messages. Not everything I say will resonate. Please come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind. Ultimately, it is up to you, whatever messages you want to take away here today. Highly recommend you only take away messages that resonate with you, motivate you, inspire you, confirm something you needed to hear, or the opposite, illuminate you to something new. If something feels strange or foreign, feel free to release that energy. Have faith that it's a message going out to someone else. But also give these messages time to resonate. Not everything will click instantly, and that's okay, Cancer. Everything else about this video written down in the description box below for you, including the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media channels. I'm The Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. Like, share, subscribe wherever you can, including on this video. That helps me a whole lot. If you can, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to hit 2K hopefully by end of April, but I'll take by end of May. I'm obviously trying to grow this channel as best I can, so it's like a little personal goal. If you can subscribe, I would truly appreciate it, Cancer. All right, that's about it. We're going to see if you don't currently have a person, this could represent someone coming in. Yeah, again, not everything will click instantly. Allow yourself the time and energy to digest these messages, okay? A few more cards for my Cancers. Let's do here. Okay, Cancer, love. I almost said career, so I'm actually wondering if you could probably view this reading through the lens of something with your career. All right, and one more deck, then we're going to hop in. I'm using new decks, and I was just kind of excited to mix it up for you guys. You guys are so sneaky. I'm trying to do like one card in each column, and you and your person are sneaking in extra cards. Whatever, I'm going to roll with it, Cancer. There's really no rule book when you're doing tarot, so we're going to roll with it. I got to get my intro shorter. 2 minutes in. Good Lord. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, let's do it. So bottom of your deck, there could be potentially new love with a Virgo. I feel like Virgo has been showing up in everybody's reading. It could also indicate if this isn't a Virgo, we're all on our independent spiritual paths right now, in isolation, right? In quarantine, social distancing. So, interesting. Some of you have pregnancy on the brain. You're wanting to go towards the lifelong partner, the long term. Particularly, a Taurus or a Virgo, or maybe a Libra. You're looking for someone that could be like the mother of your child or the father of your child. So it could indicate that some of you may be single parents and you're looking to, get some help in that department. A couple kind of messages there. So let's look at this for my Cancers. I'm just going to flip them all over so I can kind of. Good Lord, there's so many cards here, Cancer. Every time I think I pulled one or two, there's like three more underneath. All right, so let's look at this. All right, so your overall energy is presenting as snake and spider. So something about the circle, the web, the network of people, returning to the beginning, returning to where it started, getting yourself out of a tricky situation, or it could even be a difficult conversation. Something about you've weaved the web, but you're wanting to go back and fix it. And so, again, this could involve something regarding someone from the past. I'm not always trying to skew it in that direction. I want to make that clear. It's never my intention to reinforce the idea that we have to go back to people from our past. But in these tarot messages, that does come up a lot sometimes in the energy. So again, up to you if you want to take that message or if you want to look optimistically to the future for new love. Because for some of you, that's absolutely what's in store. Some of you have decided to part ways with a fire sign who was unwilling to commit to you and move towards something that feels more pure. It feels more, fresh. It feels very fresh. Something about the way I said that. Do you know how when little kids are naughty and they're mouthing off? Something about that term fresh. They have like a fresh mouth. They're kind of sassy. Something about that may have to do with your Virgo's personality. Like they're very fresh. They're very mouthy. But I think it's actually something you find sort of cute and endearing. But they have like a little wild streak in them. They might be a wild child. But yeah, there's some sort of chemistry you feel with someone coming in. And in fact, I don't think you know who this is yet. It doesn't have to be a Virgo. I want to be very clear. This could indicate if you are single and looking right now, there may actually be another earth sign that has eyes for you. They're watching you, not in a creepy way. This even has, please don't make it like a creepy story. There's something about this feels almost like a sibling relationship, though I don't think it is. There's something about this. It's almost like, so it could be a friend from your past who has feelings for you but has never expressed it. There's like a brother-sister type energy to this. And again, I'm not trying to make it weird and creepy. Please don't make that the story. But this could be about your sibling, I suppose, but I'm not viewing it through that sort of lens. But there's like a protector in your life that they're being protective of your heart, of your energy, for some of you anyway. But you don't even seem to be like shedding light in that direction. Something about the buffalo. It's called to say Buffalo Bill. Is there a Bill or a Billy or a William out there for anyone? Something about this buffalo is wanting to make sure nothing taints this cup. This could also indicate that you have someone coming in, male or female, that has a child. They're being very protective of it. And for some reason, I'm being called to say Taurus with this card. Something about this is representing you on a spiritual path, unless you have eyes for a Virgo, in which case, boom, Virgo. If it's not, a lot of you may be single and looking or wondering if you're going to get some illumination about whether your person is long-term or committed. Some of you are choosing to walk away from someone. I do keep getting fire sign energy with that, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, because a card of emotional bravery, Eight of Cups, you recognize something isn't filling your cup anymore. Something isn't making you happy. And I just keep wanting to return to this, mama. Who's going to be good for mama? Maybe that's in terms of the baby, mama, dada. It could also be in terms of like a cute little like nickname, like, what's up, mama? Like that kind of, something about like a cutesy relationship, but also literally the mother. Someone that you could grow old with, someone you could potentially have children with, if that's what you're into, Cancer. And again, I'm not trying to paint broad strokes, but a lot of Cancers do kind of have that desire for like family and long-term commitment. You guys are the house, or I'm sorry, the house of the home, right? You know, your zodiac sign rules over the house and the home. So family is very, very important to Cancer. And with most signs, right? But specifically earth signs too. You have a lot of earth energy around you. There's someone in your life, Cancer, who kind of floats in and out or flies in and out. It's not something you view as a sexual relationship. I'm not even sure you view it through the lens of love. But you're mildly intrigued by it. That's not the right word, sorry. It's pleasant. It's a pleasant relationship. You enjoy the friendship. You enjoy the relationship, but this person has deeper feelings for you than you realize. That's for some of you. So this whole network of wanting to go back and fix something with the spider legs. Some of you may literally be knitting or doing something with like needlework or pinning curtains. I don't know what that's about. You know, you're doing your arts and crafts project maybe. Something about needing to go back and fix something, maybe with a snake. That could be indicative of someone you have trust issues with, but I want to be clear, the snake is not always a bad symbol. I know in American culture, there's sometimes that thing about, oh, the snake. It's not always that. Sometimes it's about cycles, completion, and harmony. Something about going back to the beginning where the messages were not received well. Feeling like you got caught in someone's trap. It could be someone who's born the year of the snake, and I'm not exactly sure what year that would be. I'm wanting, of like the Chinese zodiac, I don't know if that's important to anyone out there, but I want to say that's like 80. Ooh, I don't even want to guess because I think I'm going to be wrong, but something about the year of the snake. So you guys are going to have to look up what year that is if you happen to know if that relates to your person. But or it could be some major transition or cycle happened in your life. Year of the snake. So, you know, every 12 years, whenever that falls, it could be something major coming up where you're going to set yourself free from a trap that you're currently stuck in. And the thing is, it's not so much a fear thing. It's like you got your leg stuck, and it's almost like when a mosquito is caught in the spider's nest, or spider web rather, it's sticky, right? And they don't really know that they need to fear anything. Like they don't know that they're in danger. They're just trying to like get themselves out. But as that spider approaches, it pounces quite quickly and wraps them in that little thing. It's not a bad message. I don't want you guys to freak out about that. I know that sounds like what the fuck, but it's not that. It's something about someone pounced on you when you weren't anticipating it, and you got woven into the web. You got woven into their story, their timeline, their life cycle. But something about it is it's trying to transform the way a mummy is like wrapped in sheet and cloth. It's time to reveal the new you. There's a major transformation happening, particularly as a Scorpio may play a key role in your life. You may have strong Scorpio in your chart. In your mental sector, you're coming back into your power and you're attracting people like a magnet. Viewership, there's lots of eyes on you. You might be very active on social media accounts. You may be in some sort of role where you're making speeches or using your words to communicate quite clearly with large groups of people. You could be an actor, a musician, a writer, something about, you actually don't even have to, it may involve something about your speech, but more it's about the visual of your confidence. It's unforgettable to some people. Why is the Magician coming up here in Cancer spread? You're manifesting new beginnings. You're manifesting a new start to unweave yourself from, it's sort of like you got caught up in something. And I don't think you meant to stay there that long. I don't think you desired staying there that long or intended to. It wasn't all bad, but this could indicate that you've been in like a 5-year relationship and all of a sudden you're like, you know what? Maybe it's time to move on from this. Or maybe you've been at a job that you dislike and you're like, okay, maybe it's time to, reorganize or restructure. You could be applying to jobs. Something with the Magician to me, it's, yes, it is a performer in a sense. It's obviously the master manifester. So there's a great nod to spirituality in this, but it's also someone who really is seeking the attention of others. That's not always a bad thing. Sometimes it can be a trickster. Sometimes it can be a master manipulator. That could be someone that you're trying to separate yourself from. If you got caught in the web of someone's lies, maybe it's the literal definition of the way we view a snake, right? Like, it could be that. I feel like you get this card all the time, Cancer. You're stepping into your power and you don't even have to do all that much. There are eyes on you. Yeah, clarifying the Magician is the queen of love and prosperity. So whether you're male or female, Cancer, that's coming up as you. So in your heart space, you have the Queen of Wands. So you're a witch. Again, something about magical manifestations, creating the life that you've built for yourself, the one that you deserve. And then in your overall action card, you have Judgment. So making a firm judgment about leaving someone behind. There could have been some third-party situation, particularly with a Taurus or possibly a Capricorn. Especially for my artists and entertainers, something about being on the stage, you're revealing the curtain to see what's actually there. The glitz and glamour of like the Hollywood movie, right? It all looks perfect and it's just right, but it's fictitious. It's not real. It's something about you're lifting up the curtain on someone to reveal who they really are. So yeah, I gotta be honest, this doesn't feel super positive, only that I think you are moving away from something. Or, one second. Tell me about this Judgment card. Judgment, please, for Cancer. You are very sharply focused on your career right now, building the career of a lifetime. Some of you may be deciding to enter into a partnership with a Leo, particularly a career/relationship with a Leo. Those two, it's like they go hand in hand. So you might meet someone who is very instrumental in progressing your career, but you also catch feelings for them. You could be with this person right now. Some of you are surrounded by a Leo. Or that could be this person coming in who's like the protective older sister, the protective older brother. Something about that relationship that's coming in, that isn't particularly new, but you don't view it through the lens of like romantic love. A crossroads, yeah, okay. So you have decisions of people that you want to move towards, Cancer. Some of you want to travel, go to the mountains, I heard. To chase a Sagittarius, to some of you are leaving an Aquarius or a Capricorn to chase or pursue something with a Sagittarius, because the Sagittarius is the one you want to have children with. Or a Pisces. Some of you are catching feelings for a Pisces. You might not know that Pisces yet. They may not have revealed their feelings for you. That's for a few of you. Let's hop into your person. This is all over the place, isn't it? All right, so then your person is coming off as the crow. Your person is the watcher. Again, it's a protective. It could also indicate that you have spirit guides around you too, if this isn't romantic, because there's a lot of people coming up here. Yeah, this could indicate that, like, or your person is being presented as the watcher, your protector. Again, this very like sibling dynamic, or even like parental type. This person might be significantly older than you. They're remaining quiet. They're not vocalizing their feelings, but they're watching, it's funny, almost to make sure that you don't get hurt by anyone. But maybe they know that you don't have feelings for them, and so in a sense they feel a little bit rejected, but it's not malicious. It's almost like they accept their fate. And there's very like diplomatic. Again, it could be like a Libra or something, but they understand that they're not the chosen one in your spiritual path, at least in terms of love. So they've decided to like take the higher ground, and like it's like you friend zoned them and they know that, but they're still there for you. They're still your support system. This person is adorable. I feel for them though, because they like you, but they know that you don't see them like that, and it's very frustrating for them. But they would never tell you that. They would never let that show. There's not even a hint of jealousy or resentment. It's just they're very mature. That's a beautiful word for this person's energy. They're extremely mature. They're watching for other people that they fear are going to sting you. And I don't even know if this person has had to interject or give you any guidance on your love life. For most of you, if they did it, it would have been in such a gentle nature, because they're not trying to pull any strings. They're not a master manipulator. It's not that energy. If you ask them for advice or counsel about your love life, they would open up to you if you ask for it, but they would never try and force themselves into this. It's like they're sort of taking a seat on the bleachers or on the bench, just seeing what envelops or what develops between you and other romantic suitors. It could be that you're married, Cancer, and this is like the best friend or something. They're fearful of you making a mistake or getting involved with someone, in which case, if you were ever in real danger, this person would jump in at the drop of a hat, or if you asked them to, they would, but there's just something about this relationship. They're extremely suspicious of your current partner or the person you're seeking out a relationship with. They are very intuitive, and I don't know what it is. There's something about in their subconscious. They sense something isn't right, and so they're keeping you at least in their vision, in close sight. This is such an interesting message, Cancer. In their head, they are wounded by the fact that you chose someone else or that you desire someone else. But I really, really need to focus on this. They're not trying to force their way into your life. They're not seeking any sort of, what do you call that? They're not counteracting it, or, oh God, what is the word? I can never think of my words when I need them. They're just not trying to fix the situation or manipulate it to be in their favor. They're just, again, they've accepted their fate. Yeah, this makes sense. I'm waiting for the punchline here, because I already know where this is going. I sense it intuitively. So what's coming up in their heart space, you guys are the perfect match. You guys are the King and Queen of Wands. So the desire that I don't think you feel yet, it might be because you're involved with a Leo. Could also indicate that if this is not someone that you are attracted to, Cancer, it's not saying you need to be with them. There is a very complementary relationship that you have with this person. And so with Wands coming up, it could indicate this could be a fantastic business partner, a colleague, an associate, somewhere in your life. Or it's just saying your friendship is rock solid. This was a friendship that, like, you guys rewrite the history books on friendship, because there's something very... I have to be honest, I tend to say gender doesn't matter too much, but there's something, no matter what gender you are, Cancer, there's something about this person's energy that is very masculine. It's very protective. So it's not absolute, but I don't know, something about not Cancer, but the other person in this spread is coming off as like a divine masculine. An Aries, Leo, or Sag, possibly. It's so funny. They have the crow and the raven. This could be an Aries. This person is very much in tune with spirit and spirituality. I always hesitate to give this message because it makes people sometimes sound like crazy, and they're not. There's something so pure and just beautiful about this person's spirit. It could also be an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They, in a sense, can intuitively like talk or speak to animals, like silently, right? They're not just going up to squirrels and being crazy, right? It's not that. I get this message for Aries a lot, so some of you might be dealing with an Aries, but they feel and are in tune with Mother Nature. So it's not just being able to speak to living, breathing creatures in terms of like human beings or animals. Like they feel the energy of like the trees and the grass and the clouds. Like there's extreme spirituality here, but they know that something about them is quite different, and so they're very protective of that. Again, it's not something they just share with everyone, though you might know this about them, Cancer, because something about this, it's like a very strong friendship where you guys trust each other with secrets. And I don't think you've revealed everything going on in your headspace to this person. I think they would like you to. I think they are wishing that you have a change of heart, but so in their actions, they are, again, they're trying to be very professional about this, even if it is just a friendship. They're trying to reel in their sexuality, but I'm just going to call a spade a spade. They are very sexually attracted to you as well. They do sort of have like fantasies about what it would be like to date you, to sleep with you, to be that person in your life that you really long for and sort of lust after. In their minds, you're their soulmate, you're their divine counterpart, but why don't you see it, Cancer? And I'm wondering if this message might go vice versa too for some of you. Like the bottom energy is so Cancerian to me, but you're sort of presenting as the top one. I don't know why I keep going back to this, but I just keep hearing they sense danger. They sense danger. So God forbid, if any of you are in a situation, particularly like a domestic situation where there's abuse involved, please reach out to this person because they will help you through it. They will put you up for the night. Like this person would put you up for the rest of their life. Like if you need a place to stay or crash, like they got you. Again, it's just like the door is always open to you. You've just chosen not to pursue that door. Again, you could be dealing with a Taurus. This could be a Libra you're dealing with, like your backup person or your friend or whatever. They're hoping that there is divine justice in their life. They're hoping that you have some sort of change of heart. Again, they're not forcing their way in. They probably wouldn't even... That's the thing. I'm not sure they've ever made their intentions clear to you. There's just almost like an assumption that you would never choose them. They're hoping you have a change of heart. This could be a same-sex couple relationship too. That's coming up here very strongly in these last cards. So this could be all males or all females or bisexual relationships, right? Yeah. You know what? They may end up communicating something to you. With Queen of Swords energy, oh man, their energy is very heavy. There's a Leo getting in the way for some of you, or this person could be a Leo. But I think some of you Cancers, maybe you have strong Leo in your chart, that could be too. And it's almost like that's the side of you that's pulling you towards this, I have to say, like kind of a snake energy, the wild card, the fun one, but something about getting trapped in the web. This person B, this other person, they're wanting to come and rescue you from that. And so it's like the wild, the hunter aspect of like the lion, and potentially you, Cancer, if that makes any sense. You're wanting to pounce on like new adventure, that fiery energy, but the water energy in you, that more like receptive kind of like divine feminine energy, that would be a good pairing for this person down below because they do have a very sensitive heart. Despite this like very intense masculinity, this like protector complex, it's almost like they feel like they've been chosen by God to act as that, not just for you, but for people in their life. They are a protector of people. They care very much about their family, about their soul tribe, about their people. They're very quick to offer you words of encouragement and sympathy, but they're also just like a good listening ear. They're a master communicator and they are in touch with the divine. Something about their action, it's like they're cracking the whip on something. It could be on themselves to finally muster up the courage or the strength to tell you something. Again, I'm being called to say Aries, Aries, Aries. It's all over the spread. Aries and Taurus, it could be a cusp. There's a heavy weight on their heart that they need to set free. They need to make something right. This person may be leaving or going on some sort of trip, or that's maybe why this is so difficult for them, is maybe they've always been at your side. They've always been able to watch you, but there's some sort of, and this isn't a creepy stalker thing, guys. It's not that energy, okay? There's something about where they might not be able to watch you anymore, or you could be traveling and leaving, and it makes them very nervous. Again, there's anxiety about you getting yourself into a situation that you can't handle. Oh God, there's so many messages coming through. I need my guides to like slow down a little bit. This could also have to do with a parent that has passed away and their spirit, their energy watches over you. Absolutely. Your ancestors, your angel guides, your guardians, however you want to say it. If it's not someone in the 3D, because I know some of you are very confused by this message, you do have divine protection around you, and it is like a locked cage. So a lot of you are going, I'm not in danger. Like, I don't know what you're talking. You're right, because your guides have fucking saved your ass every time. That's what I mean. Be really careful what situations you're getting yourself into. If your intuition tells you that something is off about this person, but they're kind of sexy and you want to date them anyway, I would maybe reconsider that. I don't do fear-based readings. As I'm saying, this is a positive message in that your guides are protecting you, but why is there such a focus in this reading about like needing to jump in and save you at any moment? Are you making poor decisions, Cancer? Are you making like self-destructive decisions, or that it could even be like self-inflicted wounds, Cancer? Be real careful with that. Seek help if you need it. Yeah, some of this could be directing you to go speak with a counselor, particularly if this feels like you. If you're just down and out in life, you need to advocate for yourself. It's almost like this could be a call for help. Like, look at me, I'm dying. I need attention here. Somebody help me. Don't seek it in romantic partnerships. If you are feeling that wounded and that, whatever it is, right, desperate, hopeless, please seek help for that, Cancer. A tarot reader is not a substitute for like a medical doctor. So I'm just giving that for the one or two people who that really hit home for. Yeah, there's love, there's avenues of love and help out there for you, but you need to like express the way you're feeling. Okay, anyway, back to your person. There's a situation where you or your person may be traveling at a long distance and this person isn't able to follow you down that path. For some reason or another, they're just not. They may come to you and express the fact that they do have feelings for you, that they are fond of you, and they're looking to see if maybe you've had any clarity or a sense of, it's almost like, where do I fit in your life? Where do I belong in your life? And again, you may interpret that as some sort of manipulation or some sort of like ultimatum, and it's really not. They just need absolute clarity from you, because this feels like something they've been carrying around in their heart for years, potentially, right? It's almost like, I just need to know with absolute clarity where I stand with you, because this is how I feel, and if you're telling me this is never ever going to be a thing, it's like, I need to drop anchor somewhere else. I can't keep waiting, or I can't keep, I don't know. Again, this comes from a pure place of they're trying to heal their own wounds, because they've faced some rejection in their life too, romantically. This spread has been much more about your person than you, Cancer. I recognize that, so I'm wondering if sometimes the energy might be flipped. But anyway, let's throw some romance angels on it. Did we get everything we needed from this? Some of you have a water sign that's trying to come in. A water sign that's like a musician or an artist. Something about drums, or I don't know. There's a lot of like nautical themes to this too. So does somebody work on a boat? Are you doing something at the ocean or by the beach? Forgiving and learning, as you release and heal your past, you experience love let me try that again. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Unrequited love, there is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. This is kind of a shout out to both of you. For some of you, you may catch feelings for this person that's like been friend zoned. Not all of you will. I just have to call it like I see it. The other part of this, though, is that you have a history, some of you guys have a history of choosing people that they kind of treat you like shit. They use you for your love, and then you get caught up in their nest. Like you catch feelings for them, but then it's like they open up and swallow you whole, and you're just like, help, how do I get out of this? But that's sort of why this card is coming up for me too. Separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. All right. And then Cancer's looking for a new love, Tell me about this whole Ace of Cups and the Buffalo and the Mother and the Virgo maybe. What is that about? Wedding. This is the situation involves marriage. All right. Your Buffalo is kind of presenting as this whole like spiritual guardian. So if it's not an earth angel, or I guess it could be an earth angel, right? If it's not your angels, your divine spirit, your higher power looking out for you, this could potentially indicate someone who does think about you in a more traditional sense, someone they want to marry, Cancer. Again, something about the mother of the children. Or it could indicate that some of my Cancers are already married and they're in a situation that their friend views as, again, kind of unstable, needing to be saved, needing to be rescued. All right, let's throw some zodiac signs on this. This is actually turned into a very heavy message, Cancer, so I understand it's not for all of you. Oh, goodness, I can't take all those, but we'll take the ones that turned up. How about that? All right. Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, Leo, and Sagittarius. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below if you resonate with any of this, though you don't have to because this feels insanely personal. But I hope there was something in this message that you can take away in a positive, higher vibration. Thank you for tuning into my channel, and I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, Cancer.